coming right there.
Oh, hey, gents, welcome back, Tactical Rifleman. I'm here with EP, our electronic warfare specialist, and for lack of a better term, he's the subject matter expert for all this stuff. He's here we're doing a whole series of videos on how to be invisible electronically. We've done emails, we've done a bunch of other stuff. Today we're going to talk about passwords. Before we do, though, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Guys, I just can't get you guys these great videos for free without the support of our sponsors. So this week I want to thank Big Daddy Unlimited. EP, today we want to talk passwords. Now,
Yep.
I've got a piece of paper that's got like 500 passwords written down on it. And you'd normally say hard copy's not that bad.
It's not.
Except I got a picture of it that I carry with me.
Of course. Why wouldn't you? Why would you not? Why would you not?
You understand, when I told him this, he lost his mind. Why? Because I am a textbook example of what not to do.
Yeah, 100%.
We're exaggerating, guys. You guys know I would never do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong in that. So
let's elaborate on that. Why am I wrong?
So you have to understand that your password is your first line of defense when it comes to all of this stuff, right? So we need to make sure that we're using them correctly. It's easy to say, like, you can only have one password and it's only for that account and you can't use it anywhere else and it's got to have special characters, numbers, all this stuff.
Then you've like the VA, I've got to change my password every so many months, and so for me, how do I do that without writing it down? I mean, that shit's killing me.
Right. So that's why you have to have a password manager.
Okay.
I mean, having all this and doing it correctly, it's impossible now to do that without having a password manager to store all this stuff for you.
So password manager, that's my son. He writes the stuff down for me.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
No? Okay.
No, we're not going to do that. And then we're definitely not taking a picture of it and putting it on our phone.
Okay.
That's the absolute worst thing you could do, because now I hack your iCloud. Now I've got the photo of all your passwords. I'm going to log onto those sites.
I don't do the cloud.
And then I'm going to change your password, and you'll never be able to get into your own stuff.
Yeah, I lose all my shit then.
Yep.
That would be just
That's
awesome.
bad. That's bad. So let's not do that. So we're going to use a password manager. There's a lot out there. There's free ones. There's paid ones. There's all this kind of stuff.
Password manager, what is that? That's a program?
So it's a program that you put on your computer. You can. There's some that you can put on your computer. You can put them on your phone. They're multi-faceted. They can go on multiple devices that you keep and you have, and it creates your passwords for you.
Okay.
Because ideally, so the way that I have it is, I have a password that I have to remember. Those are very few. I keep 5 passwords that I have to remember in my head. That's it, right? The rest of them I use my password manager to keep track of.
Okay.
So whenever I get in there, I create a unique, and I only use it for the password manager. I create one password that I can remember. I make sure it has special characters, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, all that kind of good stuff. And there's a lot of ways to do it. You can do the waterfall technique, where you pick a group of, say, 5 numbers, and you can do that, or you can use a passphrase such as, the chair, space is against space, the wall, whatever. There's a lot of ways you can do it, but just have one that you remember and you only use for that password manager itself. And we're going to download it onto your computer because it's driving me crazy you don't have it. So we're gonna put it on there, man. And but yeah, and then from there we'll take, and it's painstaking at first, but we're gonna take all those sheets of paper you had, right, and we're gonna go to those websites.
500 email, 500
and we're
passwords.
going to change all your passwords on all those accounts that you have.
Okay.
And the other piece is, you have to understand that your data is going to get breached at some point. I mean, think about the OPM breach. Think about the Yahoo. I mean, things get breached constantly. If your password was there, and you used the password, say, that you used with the Yahoo breach, and you had a Yahoo email or a Yahoo email account, and that password you used for that Yahoo email is also the same one you use for your bank, or same one you use for whatever, that password is now out there.
Yeah.
Right. So that password is compromised. So you need to make sure that you have it. It's unique and is assigned specifically to one specific thing. So and again, it's impossible unless you have a password manager to manage it. So the one I'm going to put on here, it's free if you use it just on one like if you just use it on one device on your laptop, it's free. There's a premium service that's $60 a month or $60 for the year, but you can put it on all your devices. It's called Dashlane. It's an online service, so it stores all your passwords in the cloud. I take mine a little bit more extreme. I don't like anything in a cloud. There's also a program called KeePass XC that I store it actually, off the cloud. I don't want it on the cloud.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
It's on something else. But again, it comes to that balance, right? So how much convenience am I willing to sacrifice to keep myself protected online? Well, with this, I find it to be for a lot of my friends and family, Dashlane works for them. All right, so we're going to go to the computer, and what I'm going to do is we're going to get you a Dashlane.
All right, so we've already got our
we got our VPN on.
Right.
We've got our email open, our zero knowledge provider end-to-end encrypted email open, and now we're going to download Dashlane.
Dashlane.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to go Dashlane. Open that up, and then we're going to get Dashlane. Now, we just downloaded that for so that we don't take up too much time. So, but literally,
you got to do is just click on get Dashlane.
Get Dashlane, put it in there, and you're good. So, we'll go back. We're going to log in.
And guys, literally, it downloads and installs very, very quick.
It's very quick. So right here, so whenever you create Dashlane, make sure that now that we've got him with a Proton Mail account, so we're going to associate this Dashlane with that Proton Mail account. So he's going to put in his email, and then which is already there, and now he's going to put in his master password. And again, this password is one of I can only keep so many passwords in my head.
This is an important one.
This is a very important one. So make sure you make it something that you can remember, but also something that, like I said, is long. It's going to have special characters, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, all that stuff. But this will be one of the few ones you actually have to commit to memory.
All right, we got it, and
so there we go. Log in. All right, so now this opens up to our password manager.
Okay.
When it comes time to go to your accounts, your bank, your email. So let's do our email.
Okay.
Right, so we're going to go in here. We're going to put the URL, so protonmail.com.
Okay.
Right, it'll store your login as well. So we'll put in here our login.
Tactical Rifleman.
And then we'll put our password in there.
Okay.
So on here, you put the password in that he's already got, but it can also, you can generate the passwords within it. So,
but I have to put it in the first time, right?
Well, you got to put it in the first time so you can log in, and then you can change your password. And then what we'll do is we'll use Dashlane to make us a secure password that we don't have to remember.
Okay.
So
let's do that.
Put in your password
first
there.
I have to sign in again. And do I need to do name or note?
That's up to you. It's just like, okay, you can put in here like you can put in here like
name.
email, or hey, this is my Proton email, whatever it is, but it doesn't really matter.
I lost mine.
That's all shooter's choice on that.
Email. So that's just naming it. Okay. Click save.
Hit save. So there you go. So now, when we go to, so we're going to go back to our email here, and we're going to log out. Right?
All right.
Okay, so now we're logged out. You can go in here, and we can open up Dashlane. It's got your email right there.
All right.
So now you can copy your login.
Click copy.
Mm-hmm. We're going to paste that in. Now you never have to remember that password again. So again, that's where I say, and we're not going to let.
All right, but shouldn't I change it now?
Yeah, so we're going to go in and we're going to go ahead and we're going to change that. So we're going to go to our settings.
Settings.
And we're going to go to change password.
Change password.
So we got to put our current password in there.
Which you already had copied.
Yep. So I'm going to make sure.
That's not the password. That wasn't it.
No, it wasn't. So now we got to put a new one in.
New one. Okay.
All right. So we're going to open up Dashlane now. And we're going to have it generate a password for us.
Okay.
So you can check on here. It says, you see where it says letters, digits, symbols, all that kind of stuff. And you can put how long you want it. 16 is pretty good. I mean, if it'll take it, throw 40 on there. Whatever you want. You can make the length as whatever it needs to be. Because some websites, they only let you use, there's certain characters you can't use and all that kind of stuff. So this lets you kind of tweak that. So then all we're going to do is we're going to copy that password and we're going to paste it into.
All right. Click save.
Save it.
Back in Proton and see if it actually works. I'm gonna be so pissed if it doesn't work. Log out. Log in. Tactile Rifleman. Okay. All right, and then right there, it's called email. Copy. Paste. We're in.
There you go.
No shit. Oh.
Thank God, right?
All right, so that was one. All right.
Yeah. All right. So now your password's good. You've got a very unique password.
Yeah, there ain't no hacking that.
Yeah, it's very unique. It's the only one that will be associated with this. And then for every other thing, we're going to do this. Every other account, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go in there, create a password, or go into the website, click change password, let Dashlane generate us a unique password that fits that account, and then we'll save it into our password manager, and then we can go through. Now we can actually, no kidding, have all the only passwords for that single one single use. That's it. So if when and the phrase I want to use is when it gets breached, when Yahoo or Amazon, when they get breached, you're only vulnerable by that one account.
All right, now you said, because we signed up for the free version, that's this device only.
Right.
What about if this device gets stolen?
So if it gets stolen, they have to know your password manager's password to get into it.
Okay, so if I buy a new computer,
you just log in. It's because it's all in the cloud. So that's the good thing about Dashlane is it's in the cloud. So if you do ever sell this this laptop, buy a new laptop or whatever else, or you want to log on to your account, say you've got a computer in your office that's a tower computer or whatever else, or another computer you want to log into, you can log into it on even my iPad right here. You can log on to that and get into your password manager.
When it said one device, it's one device at a time.
Right. So it and it'll only update if you're logged into there. If you do the premium version, which is $60 for the year, it'll automatically update your passwords so if I had Dashlane on this, Dashlane on this, Dashlane on this, you change a password on this one, it will auto-populate to the other devices. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have the premium, the free version, it's only going to be, you have to log into it.
I'm not losing everything.
No, if your laptop's stolen, that's why it's so important, though, that the password to get into your password manager is strong.
It's something that you can remember.
Right, exactly. So just make sure you have that.
All right. Anything else about passwords? Guys, that's pretty easy. Get a password manager and set up a strong first password to get to that. And you won't have to carry a little piece of paper with you folded up in your wallet that's got all your passwords written on it. When you go kayaking and all that ink runs together, it's, I don't know how many passwords I've lost or had to change and everything. But password manager, any other words on passwords? We good?
No, we're good. Like I said, just use them. I can't emphasize enough. This is your first line of defense when you go into this. Don't sell yourself short. Create a good password, and like I said, you should only have to remember maybe 3 to 4 real passwords. as long as you have
So
this.
one more note before I let you go. Let's say the VA gets compromised and all my password there gets compromised. Do I then have to come back here and rechange that password? Or
Yes. So if and the good thing about Dashlane, and like I said, I used it for years, and then I've gone off of it. But the good thing about Dashlane is a lot of times, even if it's not a well known, if a hack happens on something you have an account with on there, it'll be like, hey, this password is compromised, and it'll tell you.
And then you just change it.
And you just
right
change
there on
it.
the spot.
You get on there.
No, that's what I
change it.
wanted to know. See, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, gents. Passwords, make sure they're secure, and that doesn't mean just writing out big words. Mary had a little lamb that I shot in the face, exclamation point. That's not considered a strong password. All right, have your proper password managers. EP, always a pleasure, brother, always a pleasure.
Always.
We've got more great videos with EP, setting up emails, virtual privacy networks.
Virtual private networks, yep.
Virtual private networks, all these other things that you can do to be invisible electronically. Let's not make it easier for our enemies to get at us. All right, more videos, you can find them in the video archive. We'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care and shoot straight. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so you don't miss out on anything.